Okay, if I were to go back and start my real estate career all over again, here are 6 things I would do to get wholesaling deals done faster. Number one is start with expired or aging MLS listings. This is the easiest way to get around from having to cold call. You're able to talk to agents and you're able to talk to people where their house has been sitting on in the market for a while and they're probably at this point of aggravation because they want the house gone. They're expecting to sell. This would be the number one thing I would do and start calling right away. That would keep the fear of cold calling at bay. Number two is I would actually look at for sale by owner listings as well. And the reason we do that is because after a while they're getting stale. The seller is probably a little more willing to come down to earth in most cases, not all, and they already want to sell. So it's not another cold calling. You get their information, you're able to call, and it's what we call our low hanging fruit. Now, the next step is I would reach out directly. So this is something I would have done differently than when I started, where I would do all this work and I would research the entire property, and instead I would just reach out. I would reach out and figure out everything else afterwards because I would waste all this time and half the time they wouldn't answer or the agent wouldn't answer. And so just reach out automatically and then you can figure out stuff as you go once they answer. Number 4, though, is make an offer. This is so important. Get the contract out there. We tend to overanalyze deals and make sure every T is crossed and I is dotted when it comes to numbers, but then you're going to put it out there anyway, and buyers are going to dictate what they want. So there's really no point in doing that. So do the best you can in analyzing your deals, and then what you're going to do is go ahead and send an offer. Even if you think it's low, even if the seller said they won't go below, you send an offer and say, this is the solution that I can work out to get this sold for you. Now, number 5 is then you have to market to buyers. So what I did was I would spend so much time on marketing to buyers before I got a property, trying to find buyers. And really what happened is once I had the property, buyers came flooding in, especially if you get it marketed or priced right. So instead, how about you just get the property first and then you start marketing out to buyers within your contingency period. And then after that, you bring a buyer in. And the one thing I would say is go ahead and talk to title companies, have them work with you, get it to closing. Closing, you're going to feel like there's no way the steps to that was that simple. I must have missed something. And here's the thing, that the number one, that was number 6, when you put this all together, it comes down to us as women tend to overanalyze and overthink all of our deals. And so that is what I would do differently, is I would go back and not overanalyze and overcomplicate and overthink all my deals and just take those 6 action steps and figure it out as I go. Hope this helps.